Good morning, or rather good afternoon. It's 12:15 on a Monday, and I know that nobody might be joining me today because I literally in between work this morning, I've got an hour before I have to get back to work, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get in the kitchen. Well, I always work in the kitchen. That's where I work. But I thought I'm gonna prep my lunch or prep a meal. I've got some veggies that I wanted just to use up, so I thought I would just do a live and have a little chat with you whilst I'm doing that, because I haven't got a video to upload today because I've decided I really enjoy doing the lives. It just means that I can connect with you, I can talk to you live. I can do a little bit more live videos because it just saves me so much time. There's a lot less prepping, editing as well, a lot less. So it just means I can, have you with me whilst I'm doing stuff. So today I'm making soup. So I've got this one lonely pepper that was sat in the fridge that I need to use up. So I'm gonna pop that straight in my soup maker. I've already washed it and chopped it, so that's going to go straight in. And I'm not following the recipe for this. It's like bottom of the fridge kind of soup. And I've got these carrots. If you saw my shopping haul from Tesco's, I got this bag of carrots. These are organic carrots for a few pennies. So I'm going to use them up today. So I've given them a good wash. I literally just take off the tops and the tail and then just chop them up small. And I don't peel my carrots. I keep my skins on, not unless they look really rank and manky, but I do keep them on. But I'm just going to chop them a bit small so that it's easy for this in the soup maker. And yeah, I'm going to prep some soup. So what I like to do with my soups, is when I'm able to, I like to batch cook lots of meals, because there's times that I just can't because of my health or my arthritis or, something's going on. So when I'm able to, I do like to just get in the kitchen and do lots of prepping of my meals. So I'm making this carrot and sweet pepper soup, and I've also got a sweet potato that's going to go in. So do you know what, guys? This morning I saw a question on one of the Facebook pages that I thought was a really, really good question, and I responded to it. And I thought I would share my thoughts with you here today. Excuse the choppy noises. Excuse that. Before I tell you a little bit about that, I just want to point out, guys, that what I say on my channel, it's for entertainment purposes. Okay, it's not professional advice, it's not medical advice, I'm not a doctor, a nutritionist, a scientist. I'm none of that. All I can say, I've got a couple of people with me. Hello. I'm none of that. I am sharing my experience, so I am giving you, so hence why this is for entertainment purposes. It's not professional advice or medical advice, none of that. And that goes for everything I say and do on my channel. So I saw this question on Facebook today, and I thought it was a really, really, really good question. And the question was, what prevents you from getting a weight loss? What prevents you from losing weight? And I saw lots and lots of really, I've got a new cat. I don't know, oh, you can't see him there. He's just come in behind me. He's heard all this chopping and he wants to know what's going on. So the question was, what prevents you from losing weight? And there was lots and lots of really, really good responses in the comment section on the post on Facebook. And people were saying things like their cravings prevent them from losing weight. It could be eating too much of the foods that made them gain weight. It, you know, all of these things, they were saying it was them, you know, in terms of like, you know, their motivation, etc. So there were some really, really good responses. And I thought about it and I thought, what prevents me from losing weight is my mindset. It's my mindset prevents me from losing weight. And when I was on my journey, I'm just peeling me sweet potato. I'm making soup, guys. It's just bottom of the fridge soup. To use up some veggies, I've got a sweet potato, got 3 sticks of carrot, and now I'm going to put in this I've got pepper, carrots, and I'm putting in this sweet potato. So what prevents me from losing weight is me, is my mindset. And when I restarted my journey at Weight Watchers, I didn't realise just how important mindset was and is to my journey. Didn't realise that. And once I realised that, so much changed for me. And my mindset I realised that, you know what, because there's that great quote by Henry Ford. He said, if you think you can, or if you think you're right, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right. And I started to look at that and think about that. And then I realised that it wasn't just, well, it was about my mindset, but it was also about the language. The language that I was using was fueling the mindset, if that makes sense. So the language that I used would fuel my mindset, and my mindset would either help me or hinder me on my journey. I'm just going to rinse my sweet potato. And I realised that if I was going to lose weight and to keep it off, and I have to, you know, if you followed me for a while, you'll be sick of hearing me say that, hi Martha, hi Jackie, oh, it's great to have you with me today. It's lovely. I just jumped on impromptu in between work and I'm back at work in half an hour. I told you the other day, I really struggle with my hands. It's the arthritis. I'm really struggling to cut this. But you know what, where there's a will, there is a way. So what I realised was that it was my mindset, but also my language. So I would think to myself, oh, I can't lose weight. I was telling myself, it was like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Every time I said, oh, I can't lose weight, I didn't. Every time I say to myself, when my hands are not working, and I say, I can't cook, I don't cook. When I say, I can't walk a mile because my hips are bad, my legs are not working, I didn't. Every time I tell myself I can't do something, I can't. I never will. But the minute I tell myself, do you know what? You can do this, Angela. And then follow it up with action, I would always achieve whatever it was that I wanted to achieve. So I started to realise that my language is so critical to my journey and to my success. It really, really is. And I then started to look at my journey as a whole. And you know, if you follow me, then you know that I am losing weight with Weight Watchers. I'm following the Weight Watchers plan. And what I realised was when my mindset is key to my journey, and my language fuels the mindset. So when I say to myself, do you know what? I can do this. I did. When I say to myself, my hands are not working today, but I'm still going to make my soup, I find a way. And the mind is so powerful. The mind is powerful. And I often think about the mind like water running through in a river. And a great big boulder might fall into the river, but it never stops the flow of the water. Never. You might have loads of pebbles and rocks that fall in with this boulder into a river, in a stream. It will never stop the water, because water will find a way over those rocks, under those rocks, around those rocks, or it will get through, it will erode and find a way through. And when I started to think about my mindset like that, I realised that when challenges come along, like my hands, when challenges come along, then I have to use that positive language and say to myself, I'm going to find a way over it, over the challenge, around the challenge, get underneath the challenge, or bore a hole straight through that challenge. I'm going to get a way around it. And when I started thinking in those terms, instead of thinking, my hands aren't working, so I can't do it, then things became easier. And the other thing that made a big difference to me was, you know, and we often say this in the weight loss and wellness community, and not just at Weight Watchers, this is, you know, in the community at large. I often hear it said, and I'm sure I've said it myself many a times, hello, I've got a brand new kitten. So, well, I say it's a kitten, it's a young cat, and he's stood by the bin hoping for something to fall out of the bin and into his mouth. He's so cute. I can't show him you yet because I'm cooking. Hello, it's so cute. And so now I've got 2 cats now. But in the weight loss community, I often hear the rhetoric, losing weight is hard. It's hard to lose weight. I hear that so many times. I hear that. And I've said it myself. And when I've said that, weight loss became hard. It became difficult because I was seeing that boulder in the river and thinking, I can't do it. I can't get around it, underneath it, through it, over it. I can't do it. And I started to believe what people were saying. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard. And when I shifted my mindset and I thought, no, it's not hard. It's doable. It's not easy, especially like, you know, postmenopausal health challenges. It's not easy. Nobody's saying weight loss is easy. What I'm saying is it's doable. I'm just filling the kettle, guys. It's doable. Weight loss is doable. Not hard. So when I ditched that language, I ditched that language of weight loss is hard, and started thinking about it as it's doable, things changed for me. When I started to think of my hands are not working today, but there is something I can do, I find ways like making me soup. When I start to think of, do you know what, I may not be able to walk 10 miles today, but it's doable for me to walk 5. It's or even 1, not 5. I'd love to walk 5 miles, even 1 mile or a quarter of a mile. It's thinking about what's truly doable. So the question on Facebook was, what stops you from losing weight? And there was lots and lots of really, really good responses, and mine was my mindset. My mindset in the past stopped me from losing weight because the mindset prevented me from taking the actions that were needed to lose weight, because I was believing the rhetoric that it's hard to lose weight. So now that I'm 114 pounds down, my mindset tells me, yes, there will be challenges, but it's doable. So I'm going to find the things that are doable for me so I can take those doable actions. Like today, there's no way I can get out of the house and do a walk. Can't even go to the gym, let alone do my walk. Because, you know, the arthritis in my hips and my knees and my toes and my feet are really bad. But I think about, well, actually, I'm able to walk up and down the kitchen. So I'm doing what is doable. I'm able to control my food. That's doable. I'm able to, today's a really busy work day, I'm able to have that nutrition. That's doable. I'm able to sit and relax in between my work. That's doable. I'm able to have a really relaxing, soothing bath tonight. That's doable. I'm able to listen into some podcasts that's going to support my mindset. That's doable. I'm able to talk to a friend who's going to, you know, just lift me and perk me up. That's doable. I'm able to, you know, keep my nighttime routine to help me sleep well. That's doable. So instead of thinking about what's hard, I'm now focusing on what is doable. And that has made a huge difference to me. So yeah, language is critical. It really, really is important. And it's really made the difference for me on my journey to think about what is truly doable. And I don't think about what's hard anymore, because listen, life is hard. Getting up in the morning in the winter when it's -degrees, you know, when we've got to do the everyday things in life, that can be hard. But I don't think about it as hard anymore. I think about what's doable, what is truly doable for me on this journey. I'm going to put a few more carrots in. So I'm making soup today because I just want to use up what I've got. So I've got a pepper, a 1 lonely pepper that was in the fridge. I've got 3 sticks of carrot, and I've got a sweet potato in there. So this is what I like to do. What I do is I've given them a good wash. These are organic carrots. I've given them a good wash, and I just top and tail them. And then I don't peel my carrots. I keep my skins on. I don't peel them because a lot of nutrition is underneath the skin, and when we peel them, we're getting rid of them. So I like just give them a really, really good wash, which I've done before, and I'll just like chop them. I'm going to chop them small, and I'm going to just put them straight in my soup maker. So yeah, the language that we use can really support us. Do let me know in the chat, guys. Where are you with this? Do you think that language your language and your mindset is important to you on your journey. How important is that? Does using positive language help you on your journey? And how do you shift from the rhetorics that we hear all the time, that it's hard, life is hard, everything's so difficult? How do we shift from that? How do we shift from that? Does that make a difference to you? We're all different, and I'd love to know. I've got some celery. Do you know what? This celery's been sat here, and I've been thinking about, should I put some celery in my soup? But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold on to my celery because I've got some apples here, and I'm gonna make a juice. I'm gonna juice my apples and I've my celery, and I've got some ginger. I'm gonna do that, yeah, because I was thinking about putting some celery in my soup, but no, I'm not gonna do that. In fact, I've just got 2 sticks of carrots left. I'm gonna use that, and then that'll be all my carrots used today. So these carrots I bought in my Tesco's shopping haul. I bought it in, so these were going for pennies. And these days I like to drink and everybody's different. And as I said at the top of this video, my videos and my channel is for entertainment purposes. I don't provide medical or clinical or nutritional or dietary advice, no professional advice, okay? But so this is just for entertainment. So I like to, that hurt. I need a chopper. What was I saying? I do like just to keep the skins on, chop them roughly, pop it straight in. I was talking about juicing, wasn't I? And I know that a lot of people particularly in Weight Watchers, I know that there are some weight loss communities that absolutely support and endorse juicing and smoothies, and I know at Weight Watchers absolutely nothing is off the table, but a lot of people don't really like juicing, and that's entirely up to them. We are all different, and I love to juice. I love getting my fruits and my veggies in by juicing. It's just a really, really quick way of getting that nutrition straight into the body. So I think I'm going to do that today. I think I'm going to use my celery for juicing. And if you, I don't know if you've ever researched celery and you've looked at the nutritional content of celery, you'd be amazed. You would be so amazed. So this is the last of my carrots. Oh, this is quite full now. So I'm going to get a really nice thick soup. This is carrot, sweet potato, and I've got a pepper in there. I love a soup maker. Do you use a soup maker, guys? I absolutely love this soup maker. So all my veggies are in. I'm just filling it up to halfway. There we go. So I filled it up to the max line. And I'm going to put in some salt and pepper. A pinch of salt. Give this a shake. About a teaspoon of salt I'm going to add in. And I'm also going to add in some all-purpose seasoning. This goes into everything, absolutely everything. Put some all-purpose seasoning. Again, about a teaspoon. And that's going to really give it a lovely flavour. And then I'm going to put in some black pepper. I'm going to put about half a teaspoon in. And the great thing about this, I always just go a little bit less you know, just a small amount, because when it's cooked you can always add more in. And I'm gonna get a stock cube. Oh, this is my last. Oh no, I've got 2 in there. So I'm gonna just get a stock cube. I'm gonna pop this straight in, and that's it. That's it. I'm just gonna give it all a stir. And then I'll just pop the lid on, like so, plug it all in. And then I've got to press 2 buttons. I'm going to press my mode button, so I'm pressing it for smooth soup. And then I'll press my on button, and that is it. That is how easy it is to use the soup maker. And in 21 minutes, I'm going to get hot, steaming, fresh, tasty, wholesome, whole food soup. No additives, no preservatives, no nothing, just really good quality soup. That's what I'm going to get. Yeah. So, Jackie, love that, love that. I love that you support me so much, Jackie and Marva, and there's so many of you do, and I really, really, really appreciate it. So, that's how I make my soup. That's going to be, do you know what, I've got so much soup in the freezer, and so many different meals, but I say, with the winter coming and the colder weather, my arthritis, my lupus is going to be active. I just know it. I've suffered with it for nearly 25 years. I know my patterns. So I do a lot of prepping. I love that. I love that you find out what it means to you. Love that. So I do a lot of prepping, and that really, really supports me moving forward in the colder winter months. And yeah, you know, we've been making soup, but we've also been talking about mindset, because the question I saw on Facebook was, what prevents you from losing weight? And I responded and I said, my mindset. So I have changed my, I'm a work in progress. I'm working on changing my language to a more can-do, a more positive language, and looking at things positively. So for example, if you follow me, you know I'm following the Weight Watchers plan, but I don't track. Tracking's not for me. It is for millions of members. It is for loads of people, and I love that it's for you, but it's not for me anymore. I did spend a lot of time, years, battling with it, but it's not for me anymore. But I find what works for me. So instead of thinking, I can't do Weight Watchers because I'm not tracking, I think, no, I'm finding what works for me so I can progress on my weight loss journey. Oh, Judith, hello Judith, lovely to have you with me. It's so lovely. It's been a long time since I've seen you. It's wonderful to have you with me. So yeah, so I think about what is truly doable and what works for me, and I use that positive language. And last week it was interesting, because last week I heard somebody say that they are they've been off track and they're struggling to get back on track. And then they went on to say, so I said, well, what do you mean? What does it mean to you when you say I'm off track? And they said, it means I'm not tracking my food. And I said to them, I want you to start thinking differently, and I want you to use different language, and I want you to start thinking about the whole journey. And don't, you know, guys, I mean, in my former life, before, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing now, I worked in HR management. That's my professional, qualified HR specialist. And one of the areas of that was training, and I used to do a lot of training. I've trained managers and senior executives, board members. I've trained so many people in my career in so many different fields, the NHS, the police, so many different people. And one of the things that I would often say to people is you've got to think about, if you're going to make progress doesn't come out of negative language. It just doesn't. It can't. It's impossible. It has to come out of positive language, and then out of that positive language we build our self-belief, and then that's when change comes. So this lovely lady said that, I said to her, tell me about your week. And she says, well, you know, I've been out for a walk, lots of walks every day. I've cooked some healthy meals. My family's enjoyed them. I've had time for me. I've had time to relax. I've had some lovely baths. I've got to bed really early. You know, I've had time to just sit and enjoy and have a hot cup of coffee. And I said to her, so you're saying that you're not on track with your weight loss journey just because you've not tracked your food? And she says, well, yeah. And I said, well, I want you just to stop thinking like that. I said, you've just described to me a healthy lifestyle. You've just described a healthy lifestyle. Getting out for those walks, cooking and eating healthy meals, relaxing, sleeping, making time for you, self-care. That's a healthy lifestyle. Don't limit yourself by what you've not done. Don't limit yourself by what you've not done. Celebrate everything that you have done. Celebrate it all. And don't just hone in on what you haven't done. It could be that, you know, you've done so many wonderful things, but you've not drank your water, or you've not got to bed on time. Don't define yourself by the things you haven't done. Focus on all the positives. And when you start doing that, you can start to look at your journey differently. And that's what I've done. You know, I have never had a bad day on my journey in the last 18 months. Yeah, never had a bad day. Because it's how I've looked at it. It's how I've looked at it. Yeah. It's that glass half full or half empty. And when I start to look at my journey as half full and everything around me is half full, I see abundance. I see possibilities. But when I start, gosh, that soup is smelling so good. But when I've just had a big waft of it. But when I start thinking about all the things that I haven't done, all the things that's gone wrong, all the negatives, you know, I see lack. I see lack. And lack can hold me back. And that's not to say that I'm not realistic. Yeah? Because, you know, I am realistic, but I choose to focus in on those positives. So, as I mentioned earlier, my hand's not working properly because of my arthritis. I can sit and think, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But no, I don't focus on the lack. I think of the abundance. I'm like, do you know what? It's a freezing cold day, but I've got lots of veggies in the fridge. I've got a soup maker to help me. I can take my time and I can make soup. And I can have something really healthy and nutritious, focusing on abundance. So guys, gosh, I've got to go. I've got, you know, 8 minutes. What, 7 minutes before I go back to work. So I'm going to boil the kettle. I'm going to make myself a drink. I'm going to top up my water bottle. Nearly at the bottom of this water bottle. Me first one today. I'm going to fill this up and have another one. Yeah, so I will be back on a live. Guys, give us a thumbs up if you like my live videos. Yeah, I hear you, Jackie. You're finding out, yeah, a bit more about yourself. You know, where how it affects your mindset. Yeah, because other people can very much influence us. And you know what? Over the years, I've learned to put that filter on. You know, I acknowledge what everybody says, but not everything is helpful. So I'm learning to filter things out. And same here, you know, take what you need from what I say. Not everything I say is going to be helpful for you. So, you know, filter it. Put those filters on. Listen, guys, I'm going to top up my water bottle. I'm going to make me another coffee. I'm going to let the soup boil away, and I'm going to get ready for work. If you are liking these lives, I'm enjoying these lives, because as I say, it saves me so much time. I'm interacting straight away with you, and you're getting it all, mistakes and all, you're getting it all. So I really, really like this. So do let me know if you like these live videos. Oh, Jackie, you just need to strengthen what words mean to you. Yeah, I love that. I love that. So give us a thumbs up, guys, if you are enjoying this style of video, and give us a thumbs up if you like this kind of interaction, because I've just done a quick one today, and I might even come back a little bit later and do another little quick catch up and let you know how my soup has gone. I just find that it's a great way to interact with you, and it's saving me time. So let me know if you like this style. Let me know. Right, guys, I'm off. I'll see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye.